There's a growing sense of distance between Colby Covington and the UFC. When asked about missing out on the White House card, Covington leaned into what it represents more than the moment itself. Not frustration, not outrage, just a clear read on where he believes he stands now. He spoke about feeling overlooked, even as he insists he still has years left at a high level. At the same time, there's a shift in focus starting to show, with other opportunities beginning to take priority alongside the UFC. What stood out wasn't just what he said about the promotion, but how certain he sounded about the direction things are heading.
But with the White House stuff, like, I know you expected to be on that card, but what does that make you think when you think about your relationship with the UFC, where you're at in your career, and kind of how they view you going forward?
Yeah, I think it shows me where I stand with the company, and I'm happy to see that. You know, they don't really put a lot of value on me anymore, and they've kind of written me off, and that's okay. You know, that's their business and their judgment, but you know I still have a lot of great years of prime to give away, and that's why I'm excited Real American Freestylers came around, because I can give these last couple years of my competitive combat career the absolute most, and I'm going to give Raph everything. So, you know, I know where I stand with the UFC. Still thankful to the UFC and everything I have and everything I've been able to do, but you know, it's definitely, you know, that chapter's closing very soon, and you know, the chapter's fully opening at the beginning of Real American Freestyle.
Do you think you'll fight for the UFC again?
I think so. I hope so. I want to. You know, it's what I want. It's my intentions, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's up to them. You know, are they going to offer me matchups? Are they going to give me like anything? You know, they haven't really offered me anything, and it's just bizarre that they just kind of sat me here. And I was saying it the other day. I was telling people, I was like, you know, they ice people when they don't accept fights. I think that's the great part about the UFC is that, you know, the best fight the best, and you can't duck fights. You can't be like Mayweather where you pick and choose. And so that's what I love. I love it. You know, guys should get iced if they turn out fights, but I haven't turned out fights, and the fact that I'm getting iced and not getting the right fights is frustrating.
Did they offer you the Bo fight?
They didn't offer me the Bo fight for the White House. They said, hey, we can't guarantee the White House. Hunter Campbell specifically told me, he said, the card is so small, there's only a couple fights on there, and we've already filled it out. We could give you the Bo fight at a later date, but we can't guarantee that it'll be on the White House. I said, dude, Hunter, I'll fight anybody on God's green earth at the White House. Doesn't matter what weight class, heavyweight, light heavyweight, what doesn't matter. I just want that opportunity. But he couldn't guarantee me that fight would be on the White House. So I said, no, I want to fight in my weight class, 170. If he wants to come to 170, no problem. It's an easy fight. He's not a fighter. He's a competitor. He you know, you saw he didn't even get kneed, and he was already quitting, leaning over, saying, I'm done, tap out. So, you know, it's an easy fight. He's not a fighter when I look at him. He's a competitor. So I would have loved that fight, but at my weight class, 170 on a full camp.
After his fight with Josh Hockett, Curtis Blaydes was dealing with a fractured nose and an orbital injury. He had surgery yesterday to fix it. Curtis posted an update on his Instagram.
Not gonna lie, it hurts a lot more than I was anticipating it would hurt. But this is only like 18 hours after. So I'm hoping by this weekend it's a lot easier to go to sleep and shit. But yeah, there's your update. We got surgery yesterday, and I don't think I'll be able to work out for at least a month, and then actually sparring at least 8 weeks.
After his fight in December, the UFC made it clear a trilogy was the direction. He took time off, traveled, and waited for things to line up. But when he checked back in, the plan wasn't the same anymore. The timeline got pushed, things slowed down, and now he's left trying to figure out when that fight actually happens.
Yes, after the fight in December against Ian, Hunter did came my after party, and he told me he was very nice and respect and everything, and he did told me take much as time you want, heal up, and call me when you're ready. It's gonna be trilogy against you and Ian. And I said, thank you so much. And okay, I will. And then of course, and then I go in Hawaii with Zuckerberg. I go in Spain with Ilya. I go my country, see my family. And when I come back, I call him like months later, and then they started working. But of course, and then Petr did some small surgery. on his back, and that's everything changed after that. I was hoping to get fight before White House card because UFC did say that most likely our fight won't be in White House. So that's why I was hoping to get fight against Ian in May. So, and then I don't want to move, but now we all know. I mean, now I'm guessing our fight maybe hopefully in August, because if we are fighting in July, they must call us or they must announce it. Because I'm thinking maybe they're pushing in August. So, but well, whenever I'm ready now, I'm not champion and I can call, I can push when, especially Petr has a belt and that's his choice when he wants to come back. When I was champion, yes, I was telling UFC to give me fight as soon as possible, whoever is the best contender. That's what I did 2 months after when I fought Colby Covington. I fight, they announced when I was in your show.
Sure, that was great.
Yes. So like I said, like when I was your show, I tell them, hey, I'm ready, even if you guys give me fight in December. So they know my answer. So they don't even confirm with me. They just call Petr, then make an announcement. So that's how UFC works now.
Shavkat hasn't fought since his win over Ian Garry back in December 2024, and he didn't go into that fight healthy. He was already dealing with a knee injury, fought through it, and then re-injured the same knee after. That led to another surgery, his second on that knee. He posted an update on his Instagram, showing himself standing and balancing on that leg during rehab.
Good. One. Lever. Chest lever. Chest arm. Okay. Stabil. Медленно. Control first. Control test. Good. Медленно. Good.
JDM is training with Craig Jones and Tuivasa.
Square up with it. Sit. Come on, curve. Damage if we can. Damage. Good with me.
I do some gay shit. Bro, I've been choked out like that. Bro, I've been choked out like that. What's his name? The Volkov. Just keep your head straight. No, what's it called from the top? This is without this. Oh, no, I've had it with that. Oh, so what, you put your titties in there?
Jorge Masvidal goes off on Chael Sonnen, calls him out directly, says he either wants to fight him or for him to stop mentioning his name, claims he is only doing it for attention, brings up past offers, and says the fight would have to happen in his own promotion.
So, Chael, I get it why you didn't come on the show. You coward. Look, you couldn't even come on the show. But listen, in all honesty, Chael's doing bad in life. I know he's like on his 5th mortgage, so I really don't like beating him up too much. But I understand why he's mad. He just started taking shots out of nowhere. He applied for this new gig I got over at Deep Waters Paramount. It's me, Dean Thomas, Dustin Poirier, Chris Weidman. We're going live every Monday. Live, calling the fights, talking all types of shit because it's like a podcast. It's not like a desk job where we have to be censored. You just go full auto. That's a good plug, huh, Ariel?
Yes,
so
respect.
Check me out.
Respect.
Chael's bitch ass showed up with coffee, flowers, baked goods for everybody sucking dick and kissing ass to all the producers. And they told him, kick rocks, fly a kite. They gave me the fucking job, so now he's mad, he's taking shots. Chael, shut the fuck up. I got a proposition. We either fight at my show and I'll give you a nice paycheck, or just shut the up. Don't bring up my name no more. You're a coward. I don't want to keep talking. I hate this back and forth shit. We either fight like men or shut